Hotel brothers and sisters, Black Power, as always, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors. Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers. My father, my in-laws, my sister, my family, subscribers, viewers, supporters, and all those who are fighting for the liberation and salvation of the black nation. This video that I'm going to show you is a brief video, but it's very, very important. Now, for those who think these shutdowns and all of this shit is just some type of game, I want you to be prepared for what's behind this. See, these shutdowns are trial runs to see the reaction of black people when their food and bread and butter is taken off the table. What the reaction of the black community will be. Will they resort and kill each other to survive? Or will they go to the devil and take their head off of Satan and once and for all become emancipated in every area and aspect of their being? But let me just show you what this devil has planned for us. And in the meantime, some suggestions, powerful suggestions. Stock up on your waters. Stockpile as many waters as you can possibly stockpile. Case after case after case after case. Because they have machines such as this one that can turn urine into drinking water. And always get a survival kit, first aid kit, pocket knives, box cutters, scissors, flashlights. Those things are valuable. Smelling saws. I forgot the correct name for these syringes that you can get at the health department that you inject into people who have suffered an opioid overdose. Those are necessary too, not just for opioid overdose, but for heart attacks, shortness of breath, and things of that nature. Respirators. Get the smallest containers, oxygen tanks that you can possibly get. Also shovels, hatchets. Shovels are good when you're out in the terrain. You can dig a hole and that can be your portable toilet without the smell and possibility of infection taking place by way of airborne germs. You can dig a hole and take your dumps and cover the holes up. You know, your hatchet is for cutting down branches that may contain fruit and things of that nature, as well as hunting for animals. Definitely get you plenty of ammunition. Do not participate in the gun buyback program. That's a ploy. That's a ploy in the system to disarm the black community so they will be defenseless in the event of a national emergency or a FEMA invasion. So, you know, plenty of ammunition. It can be the oldest rifle, musket, anything. Your great-great-grandfather's old ass rifle to the AR-15. The more the better. But they're no good without ammunition. So stockpile on ammunition, because you can actually, if you know how to break down a weapon and clean it, you can use it forever and forever without it backfiring or breaking down. Rid yourself of drugs and alcohol. Get off of all that fucking poison. Let that shit go. Because there's no room and there's no time to be getting high and getting drunk. The only time alcohol can be used is to pour on wounds, open flesh wounds, gunshot wounds, but not for consumption. And so, and all these drugs, heroin, cocaine, all of that bullshit, we have no room for that. Running, if in case you have to flee, you cannot be able to flee properly if you're dope sick. You'll just be in the way. And more than likely, you're going to get left behind and exterminated. Same as these pills. Rite Aid and CVS are the new drug strips. And the older the better. Because the elderly, their immune systems and their bodies are in the process of decline. And so that's why these wicked motherfucking doctors don't have a problem giving an elderly black person any type of medication that they want, because they know there's just a matter of time before the body starts breaking down. This fast food bullshit. Leave this shit alone. Stop eating this bullshit. This GMO shit. All it does is make you dependent. Makes you docile in the mind, where you're not willing to live right or eat right, which is going to be major. Because some of you right now can't go 5 hours without putting something in your mouth or claiming to be hungry, which you're not. You're not hungry. That's just the GMOs, and that's just the sugar cravings and the bread cravings and the carb cravings that's destroying your body, slowing you down, making you lazy. Leave that shit alone. It's as poisonous as drugs. Begin to start living like you're supposed to live. Our bodies were not designed to consume animals and meat. That's for animals. We don't have the proper dental structure to devour animals. We weren't born like that. We weren't made like that. Now, fruits and veggies will keep you alive for who knows how long. The more the better. The more green vegetables, the better. The more green you put into you, the healthier you become. Don't listen to these so-called leaders that are going to tell you to surrender, that the Lord, that Jesus and Muhammad, Buddha, and the Hebrews got you covered. Do not listen to these leaders. You ought to know not to listen to them, because they're paid right now by the white power structure. They're paid right now, and that's why we are fucked up right now. Because we have begun to look at these motherfuckers like they are men of God, like they mean something and representing and fighting for the black community, when they are totally the fucking opposite. These motherfuckers, if you look up 26,000 pastors in FEMA, 26,000 plus black pastors have agreed to, in the event of a racial insurrection, to turn over their congregation, the children, the babies, and their weapons, and walk peacefully and surrender into the FEMA concentration camps. It is written. It is written. Look it up. Look it up. Your pastor might be a good preaching motherfucker, but when that time comes, he's going to tell you to trust him and follow him to the pearly gates. And you're going to go into the turnstile gates of FEMA. These are the snakes. Don't get it twisted. Some of you had love for these people and don't think that these people are working side by side with our oppressors, and they are, whether you want to accept it or not. Whether you want to accept it or not. And they can holler the white man, the Jew, and all this shit. They are given an allotted time to yell out against the opposition. Then they have to shut it down. And they definitely are not going to move towards straightening nothing or emancipating the people. That's just talk. And they've been doing it forever. How long do you think these niggas here been yelling? 40, 50 years and have not made one step towards black liberation. This is just how they roll. Don't trust them. Do not trust them. They mean it's no good. Because this is the man who is leading the charge on racial insurrection. He wants a racial insurrection so bad it's hard for him to sleep at night because he's in power to make these calls. That's why the government shutdown is just a trial run. It's like putting your feet in hot bath water, testing it with your toes to see your reaction if it's too hot or if it's too cold. And this motherfucker here, he's ready to throw down. But are you ready to defend yourself? And see, that's the wrong choice of words that I just used, defend. We have to stop being the defenders and start being the motherfuckers that's leading the charge. We got to put ourselves in Nat Turner mode, Denmark Vesey mode, Gabriel Prosser mode, Toussaint L'Ouverture mode, Bookman, Dessalines, McIntyre. We have to put our mindset in that mode where we are in attack mode to come and get what's ours. This King Alfred plan, but read it. Read it. If you want a copy of it, let me know by way of phone call. Let me know if you want a copy of this King Alfred plan and I'll send you a copy. It's very important. Very important. It's also known as Rex 84. And it gives a blow by blow, hour by hour description of what will happen in the event of a racial insurrection. And the country is divided up in 12 different regions of how they will deal with us. And so what would be the most likely thing to do? We developed 12 regions so we can deal with them. This is one of the hundreds of FEMA camps in the United States today. As you notice, the fence goes over the roof. There's only one way in. One-way turnstiles. You know, turnstiles, those poles that go around, you go through. One way. And these caskets, almost 1 million caskets, been on the side of the road in Madison, Georgia for 11 years now, waiting to be filled. Each coffin liner can hold up to 4 bodies. Wake up, brothers and sisters. Wake up. Time to put in some work. You know, let your people know that we're about to go into war. Why do you think they are killing us and nothing is done about it? It's almost a legal law for a cracker to take the life of a black man. Pretty soon, they're going to cut out the marching and all that bullshit. Only marching will be done for the gays and the women. There will be no more justice because there's none now. But it'll be put into law like it was 2 centuries ago, that the black man has no rights. He's labeled non-human and can be exterminated and executed at will, at the discretion of the white power structure. You may not believe it, but you really do believe it, because I've showed you the proof. I haven't been just talking. I've showed you the proof. You just may not want to accept it, because you still believe that this cracker is going to have a change of heart and not kill all of us. And that's bullshit. Every 94 seconds, one of our little infants die in these slaughterhouses we call Planned Parenthood. That is murder. Fucking murder. 3 million plus black men are incarcerated now. What do you think is going to happen if they decide that enough is enough and they leave the prison? All it takes is one correctional officer per prison to hand over the keys and the weapon. And you talking 2,000 and 3,000 at a time, running, healthy, strong, weightlifting brothers. Most of these motherfucking guards are gonna leave. And then you're gonna have 1 or 2 heroes that's gonna get mutilated trying to be fucking Superman, black and white. And so they will have to let them out. And once these 3 million brothers are out, now I'm for all of them being released, with the exception of those who have sexually violated children and the elderly, or beat up children and the elderly, or have done something in that nature. Rape. You all need to stay in, and the brothers that are there need to execute you motherfuckers in there. So we won't have to worry about sorting motherfuckers out. Execute those motherfuckers inside. And so the real G's can come out. And prison after prison after prison. If this goes on 2 and 3 times a day, there's nothing these motherfuckers could do. And what they'll do, they'll try to compromise, which is too late. We've been begging for reparations. We haven't received anything but a pistol in our face. And a lot of them have been shot on live television and walk scot-free on it. Because they know all they gotta do is give a nigga some money. But if it's a wrongful death, that means it's wrong. That means you're supposed to get paid. You already admitting in a wrongful death lawsuit that you were wrong in taking a brother's life. So not only should they be financially compensated, but retried. And we refuse to wake up, brothers and sisters. Because we do not understand, we do not want to accept or believe that this cracker is trying to take us out of here. All of a sudden, all this racism shit, blackface, everybody's dirt is surfacing. Personally, me, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Liam Neeson and all that. Long as he doesn't present himself or come into the black community, he's okay. I don't give a fuck about him. All of these races and culture. It's a lot of white bitches that are strictly motherfucking Aryans. They are newscasters. They are news reporters. They on ESPN. They on all of that shit. And why you niggas sitting up there drooling out the mouth of these goddamn dogs? Cause you want to sniff some motherfucking poodle hair. They'll run in circles around your motherfucking ass. Shannon Sharp, who talks real black, but he sleeps white too. I just give him credit for checking Ray Lewis's ass. Cause see, a lot of these motherfucking Toms sell out coons. Cause some of you don't like me saying anything about Steve Harvey. Fuck Steve Harvey. He's a jigaboo motherfucking big lip, horse mouth, gorilla breath motherfucking coon. Simple as that. Sacrifice Bernie Mac to get so he can get in position. He's nowhere near funnier than Bernie Mac. Nowhere near. Without Bernie Mac, it wouldn't have been no Kings of Comedy. That shit would have been so weak. Because the real Kings of Comedy should have been Bernie Mac, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Martin Lawrence. You know, you want the real kings. No offense to D.L. Hughley, he's okay, but he's not a king. Not in the comedy area. He's a brilliant brother who played ball. Spook, who sat by the door, now he's blasting these motherfuckers. And I take my hat off to him. So, you know, I'm going to be coming back with another video, brothers and sisters. And I hope you got something out of this. But once again, the things I had mentioned in terms of what we have to save and stockpile for our own protection, for the protection of our babies. Because some of you are going to hand your children over. Some of you are going to hand your children over, and you're going to have a Bible or a Quran in your hand praying while you go to the FEMA camps to get exterminated. Because the white man wants nothing more than to see people of color being murdered and executed on a mass level. And so we have to feel like that about him. I'm sick of you motherfuckers saying pray for your enemies and love the motherfuckers that kill your sons and daughters. I'm not there. I doubt if I ever even get there. I don't even want to go there. An eye for a motherfucking eye. Straight like that. Leave your comments, brothers and sisters. Let me know how you feel. And as always, brothers and sisters, mad love to you all. Hotep, Black Power.